Hi guys, good to have you all back. It is day 98 of the 100-day project, which means it's almost done. I'm gonna share with you later in the video what the next step is. So don't worry, lovies. On my desk, I have a whole pile of scraps. These are all my scrapbook paper scraps, and I also have my more organized digital scraps. What are we making? Let me tell you. Did you really think I was going to end the 100-day project without making my famous labels? Of course not. So we're making labels. Now, if you're new to my channel, this is a very easy, very fun project. I love this one. All my subscribers love this one. I've made 3 or 4 videos on this subject. It's really, really fun to do. So I'm going to show you what sort of minimal supplies we are using today and how to make them. If you already know how to make them, you probably do. Join in. Let's have some fun. Make some lovely labels, have a lovely chit chat. So for the supplies, let me show you. For papers, we need scraps. I'm going to do 2 sorts of scraps. One is the first layer, the base, and that needs to be from a little bit sturdier paper, like scrapbook paper, a little bit of cardstock, or what have you, just a little bit heavier. If you're going to do it on paper that you printed on, I would say at least 160 grams for the first layer. Now, for the layer on top of it, I am using my digitals. Now, this could be just copy paper or whatever you want, book pages. Guys, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Also, the scrapbook paper doesn't need to be double-sided. It would be nice, but it's not necessary at all. It could be single-sided. No problem. For decorating, I'm going to use whatever. You can use whatever, guys. You could do some stamping, have some bits and bobs on. You can do some drawing, have some washi tape, some stickers. I'm going to use some rub-ons because I'm really into rub-ons at the moment. So you can decorate them in any style that you like with whatever you want. So scraps for the paper, and just take out some bits and bobs. And maybe you can find some lovely pieces to decorate with. Yeah, that's it for paper. Now for the tools. If you are a beginner and don't have a lot of tools, you just need scissors and glue. You could even use just glue stick. That's basically it. Now we need to make strips, so it does take a little bit of measuring, but it's really, really simple. So you might want a ruler to measure something with, yeah? If you're a little bit more of an advanced crafter or have been doing it for a little while, I have some tools. I'm going to use my corner rounder because I love my corner rounder. And my paper trimmer because that's really, really fast and really, really handy to have. Now, the labels, you can decorate them in 2 styles. Let me take out my little box. Isn't that cute? Yes, where I keep the labels that I made and have not used. It's gonna look like this, guys. It's just fantastic. You can have the labels with rounded corners with your corner rounder. You can have them straight, guys. Just have them straight. If you don't have a corner rounder or you're not into angles, just have them straight. That's just fine. Or you could snip off the corners. I really like this with the snipped off corners because it makes it into sort of a label shape. Yeah. Now, what is very important, that all the corners are at the same angle, because otherwise it would look really, really weird. Now, in order to do so, you can do 2 things. Have a template. Make a template. Well, 3 things actually. Make a template of a sort of a debit card. This is the smallest angle that I've made. These are very large ones. Now, these obviously I didn't use on this because that doesn't fit. So have a small angle. Yeah. The best thing to do is make your label first. Let's say this is your label. Then snip 1 bit off that you think, well, this is the size that I want. Put that bit on your debit card and then snip it. Yeah. If you don't have debit cards, you need to use the piece that you cut off again and again on all corners as a template. That is a lot of work, especially if you want to make 30 labels or whatever amount that you want to make. Now, I am going to use this. Guys, I am going to use it. Don't use it unless you have it. I'm going to use this, the Crocodile Wheel Memory Keepers Corner Chomper. Bought this, well, 6-7 months ago. I was hoping it had some large, it says large angle. It's not a large angle, it's a very small angle. This is small angle, is a miniature angle. That's why I don't like this tool. So I do not recommend the tool unless you have it. Now, if you are making lots of labels, it's actually a perfect tool. I keep complaining about it, guys, but for label making, it's actually the perfect tool. So don't go out and buy it. Go out and buy this. Way cheaper, much more use. Is that it? I might do probably some inking on the edges, but that's it. Yes, if you're a beginner, you need paper, scissors, glue, a ruler to do some measuring with, and other than that, fun, lots of fun. Okay, guys, let's get started with the base. I'm going to make the first layer. Now, what I've been doing for, well, months now, is making the labels 3 inches by 1.5 inches. You could make them bigger, you could make them smaller. I just really like this size. But I'm going to attempt to do one that is about 1 inch, 1 by 2.5. Let's do 2.5. Let's see how this size looks. Because you can make up your own sizes, lovely. Yeah. This big of a label? Well, that could be cute. That could be cute. Yes. Now, if you're going to go very, very small, say this is 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch by 1 3/4. Really, really cool. But you need to have a second layer on top of it if you want to do it in the exact same way. That'll be tricky. Unless you're just going to put on a sentiment or one of the Tim Holtz, whatever, or just going to put a stamp on it. Of course you can do this, no problem. But I really like to put 2 layers on top of each other, yeah? Like a scrapbook paper and then something else and then something else, because I'm also going to do some decorating. So make them any size that you love, love these. And then for the measuring, just see what works for you. Just have it in the right proportion. I wouldn't do a label this small like this. I almost cut off my finger. Well, it could, but I'd like this to be sort of in proportion. So see what measurements you like. I'm going to do the 3 by 1.5. So the first layer is going to be 3 by 1.5. Let's see. If this is 3, we don't know. We don't know. I'm going to do 1.5 first, and let's see if it is 3. Yes, it is. Needs a little snippy. Now, I'm going to do them precise, loves. If you're just going to make one, it doesn't really need to be precise. No, but I like to make them sort of precise. I'm going to have a 1.5. I'm not going to do all of them on camera, lovies. No. 1.5 is the width. 3 inches is the length. They're going to look like this. Again, you can have them single-sided, double-sided. Doesn't really matter. Also, we're just going to see a little bit of the print on it. Just the border. So, if it's less love scrapbook paper, that's actually too small, is it? No, just fit. If it's less love scrapbook paper like this, I really don't like the foil. I might at some point really like the foil. It is 3 though. Because I did change my mind on a couple of things over the years. I'm just not into foil, especially not on paper, but I also wasn't into foil on washi tape, and now I like it. You know, it's just your taste. It's sort of changes. Yes, I didn't used to like olives. Now I love them. When you're a little girl and you think, oh, that's a grape, and you put it in your mouth and it's actually an olive. Yes, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Now I love them. Doesn't happen with everything, I must say. Yes, people told me, oh, you'll learn to appreciate coffee once you get older. Guess what? I am older. I need to make this sort of straight-ish. I still don't like coffee. I just don't like coffee. I am very sorry. Don't like coffee. And have it 1.5. I have the feeling this is not straight at all. It wasn't, but it is now. Oh, lovely, right? Yeah. There's a lot of white on this. There are a couple of flowers, but most of that it will show will be white. So I'm just skipping this one. I am skipping this one. I'm not skipping this one because it'd be lovely. It'd be lovely. Again, why is this not straight? 1.5 by 3. See? Oh, I'm gonna make another one because I also love the other side. There we go. Okay, lovies, make them as many as you want. Yes, the ones that you don't use, keep them for the next time you're making this. I probably have a bunch somewhere in the box. I know for sure I have a bunch somewhere in the box that I didn't use. But by the time I want to use them, I cannot remember where I put the box. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Yeah, does that ring a bell? Does that happen to you? Probably does. Okay, I'm gonna make a lot of these, yeah? And then we're gonna do the second layer. The second layer is going to be smaller. Yes, if you have your label that is 1.5 inch by 3, I want the layer on top to be a 1/4 inch smaller. So 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. Yeah, just smaller. So you have a nice sort of edge all around it. So my next layer is going to be 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. Now also for the next layer, I want that one to be a little bit more neutral, especially if you want to decorate it. Yeah, so this is not really neutral. Yeah, that's or this. It's rather busy. You could use it, but if you also want to put on another focal point, it will be a lot. But maybe that is your style. Do whatever you want, lovies. I might try to do something like it. I have a blue one in here somewhere. Well, this sort of could work. I'm gonna try it. Let's just see. For the paper, I'm using this is just copy paper, 90 grams. I've printed on this. These are all digitals. So I'm using some of this. This is actually printed on 160 grams. These are all sort of leftovers from all my digital kit that I use on a regular basis. 160 grams is okay. You could even put another piece of scrapbook paper on it, loves. Yeah, if you want to. I just think it'll make them very heavy. And also book pages. Now, for the second layer, I am going to sort of find out what part do I want on here. For the first layer, that's just okay. We're just going to see 1/8 inch all around. So we're just going to see a tiny bit. But the second layer, we're going to see a whole bit. So I really want to make sure that the second layer that I have on top of it has just a nice sort of image, or, you know, I'm just going to do perhaps this piece. Yeah, and not this piece. But that's just me. I just want to sort of figure out what I want on there. Now, if you are going to have a focal point on there, like let's for instance say these flowers, you can sort of center it, but I wouldn't. Let's say if you want to put this on, I wouldn't put this smack in the middle. I put it a little bit off, because a little bit off center for me just works better. Okay, I'm gonna cut some of these on camera, and then a lot of them off camera. Did you see how many I made? Yeah, way too many. I cannot decorate all of these guys. So, second layer. Let's see, I want this. First I'm going to have this straight-ish. That's not straight at all, love. Keep it still, yeah. 1 1/4 is going to be 1 1/4. Yeah, so the first one was 1.5. This is 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. So it is going to be 1/4 inch smaller. I'm taking a random piece out. See, it's going to look like this. So you have a nice border all around, and then this in the center. Yeah, let's say I want to have a flower on here. I'm first going to cut this off like so. That's a lovely flower. I'm going to straighten it out. Yes, and have it 1 1/4 inch by 2 3/4. Does that work? That does. Lovely focal point on here. Now I would pick a piece out that goes really well. See, color wise. So we're going to pair them later. I'm just going to make a bunch of them and see what works well. Yeah. Now there's already focal point on here. Now your labels can be landscape or portrait. Yes. So straight up, or this is one that's going to go straight up, and then this is one that's going to go across. Yeah. Landscape, portrait. Doesn't really matter. Great. I'm gonna do a bunch. I'm gonna do a bunch of them. Also from the book pages, from my digitals, you name it. So cut out some lovely pieces. See if you can find something interesting on a page that you want to use on there, and that is sort of big enough. See, like this. I absolutely love this. I need to have this 1 1/4 inch. I'll take a bit off because it's crooked there. By 2 3/4. There's a whole piece of blank space here. Yay for that. Try to have some blank space because we're going to pair them. We could also put a lovely sort of sticker there, some washi tape, a stamp, a label, another label. I put on labels on labels on labels on labels. That works just fine. Yeah? Okay, I'm going to cut the second layers. It's going to be a lot of them. My second layer, I sort of sorted them out between portrait, straight up, and landscape. It isn't really necessary, lovies, because we're going to put something on top of it. But I'm sort of a little bit OCD, and I want to have all the sort of portrait and landscape separate. Now, before I snip corners off and round corners, I really want to pair them together. Yeah. So I'm just taking out a piece and then putting all of these out in the open. Let's sort of see. Now I have this green one. I really want to pair this with something else that is green, of course. Let's see this one, or with more florals. Oh yeah, that works well. So I'm just gonna put these aside. I have another sort of flower. Do I either want to put it on another flower or on a more neutralist background? Well, the second one. This one. Let's see. Something neutral, or maybe even a little bit of color. Even a bit more color. Yeah, why not? Nice one. Ooh, look at the brown. No, the brown. Look at the brown. Yeah. I'm going to focus a little bit more on these ones. Now I have this piece is blue. I could put this together. Or I had another piece. Sort of a gingham piece. Nobody knows where, of course. I did. A lovely blue one. Somewhere. I have that blue one. Is this one? This is the one. And now I've lost my other piece. Oh yeah, here. Here it is. Oh, lovely. Yes, lovely. Now, I also, guys, I am sorry. I also cut out some beautiful vintage ledger pieces that I really want to use. Let's just see. It has a little bit of red in it. This could work, or this. Yes, from a post. This is from a postcard. What else? Oh, on a piece of wood. Yes, on a piece of wood. This is a piece of map. Sometimes I flip them over because sometimes I want to use the other side. Let's see. Does this wash out a little bit? Ooh, with the anchors. So well done. There you go. Some numbers. Numbers. Where do you want to put the numbers on? That works well. Have some green stuff here. Some green with this or this. Yes, lovely, lovely. Yep. See? And this is how I sort of pair them to get a beautiful piece of music paper. Antique music paper. You could do it totally random, guys. Ooh, how about this green and this green? How about not? Let's do something completely the opposite on here. I just love this. I have a piece with a postage stamp. Why not? Oh, why not? This is handwriting. Ooh, let's put handwriting on handwriting. Yes. Another piece of map. Ooh, on the blue. Sort of nautical theme. Yeah. Yes, why not? Grayish. Yes. Piece of a digital. What am I gonna do with this? Probably nothing. Probably nothing. I don't know. Ooh, this looks nice. Yes, this looks real nice. Also have some of these landscape ones, well, the portrait ones left. Do you want to do this? Apparently I do. Apparently I do. Yes. Oh, this was also a sort of portrait. Yeah. This with the green or... Oh, that's the exact same color. Let's not do this. New. Ooh, yeah. Yes? Pretty. Pretty. Sort of a burlap, kind of. This was a top. This was a top. That's the same color. Ooh, lovely green. Yeah. We have... I don't even know if we have the same amount. What's on the other side? Gray. Beige. That could be cool. Yes. Ooh, another green. Don't know about these guys. Does not tickle my fancy. No, so none of these. Goodbye. Well, I have enough. I cannot make all of them. So now I paired all of them together. Yes. And now we need to decide, are we going to do rounded corners or snipped corners? Everything is paired. Now, guys, I'm going to show you what to do when you don't have either this tool or something like this. Yeah, I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to do it on one because it's going to be a lot of work. Now, I want to have the same angle on this one and on this one. So I'm just lining these up in a corner, right? Taking scissors. Be sure it's straight everywhere. Yes. And then just snipping a piece off. Yeah. We are left with these. Yeah. Okay. Line this up with this piece of paper. Flip it over, line it up. It is going to be fiddly. Yes, I know. And if you have to do 30 of them, yes, you won't enjoy this anymore. So make a template. See? You snip it off again. I am just going to do one. this method. Yep. And the last piece. All angles are the same. I'm also going to do it on this piece, of course. Yep. Yep. So the angle on the top layer and the bottom layer are going to be the same. I'm just going to show you guys. It's going to look like this. Yes. So if you're going to do it with your card, just put your card, line it up, use this as a template. That works way faster, way faster. I'll put this aside. Now, we're going to have, if you have this wonderful, lovely device, I'm just again lining them up. I think no small angle, large angle. Ta-da! It does work really well. Put it in the opposite corner. There you go. You can have all different. You can have different angles on different cards, love. But on one card, try to do the exact same. See? Yeah. Now for the corners, especially if you have this very thin paper, put them together, because my corner rounder does not want to cut antique paper. It eats it. Put it in the corner. I'm gonna do it on small setting. No, medium setting. Ta-da! Can you hear the birds chirping? This is going to be the warmest day so far this year. It's going to be lovely. So I have tried to start filming very early, because it's going to be very warm in my conservative. We're already trying to figure out tricks how to get it cooler in here. See? Now they're all the same. So repeat. It doesn't matter how much you do with rounded corners, straight corners, angled corners, or whatever, lovies. Try to keep them together like we paired them. So this is going to take me about half an hour at least. I'm going to do all of them. Everything is cut. I've used the corner rounder. I used the larger setting, and I even used the smaller setting. I think it's cute. I think it's really cute, smaller setting. Now, guys, I am inking this piece and this piece, because I don't know on which project this will land eventually. I am going to go very sort of neutralish and doing a vintage photo. I think that's just sort of a medium color. Goes very well with almost everything. Now, if it's going to end up in a really grungy sort of project, I could do the outside with more ground espresso, or even maybe a little bit of black soot. So I'm not gonna ink all of them on camera, guys. I'm just gonna do a little bit and try to sort of calm you guys down and reassure you. Yes, the 100-day project is almost over. I have 2 videos left after this one. Yeah, but it's not. You're like, oh, I'm gonna miss you. You're not gonna miss me that much. Well, you're gonna miss me if I wasn't on. So I agree. I'd miss me too. But I'm going to be on at least 5 days a week, guys. I've been thinking about what I'm going to do. I'm going to be putting out videos 5 times a week, probably all during the week. Yeah, probably. Do not know for sure yet. And then sometimes there's going to be an extra bonus video on Sunday. So I'm going to have bonus videos on Sundays, which will be probably my thrift hauls, or maybe even a vlog. I don't know, something extra. So the Sundays, if I'm going to post on Sunday, it will be extra. So 5 days a week at least, and then the Sunday. Now, I am only human. There will come a time when I have to go on holiday or something. I am not a superhuman like Gail Augustinelli or Rachel. I cannot do 10 videos in advance. But I try. I could do 1, but not 10. So I will go on holiday at one point, most likely in July. So yes, you need to watch somebody else in July. or put on a playlist. What I could do, just came up with this, and let me know what you think, guys. What I could do for a playlist, don't miss me playlist, or I'm on holiday playlist, to put in my favorite videos. That you can watch again. How about that for an idea? Yes, I'm gonna make you a playlist for when I am on holiday, or if you just really miss me. I'm just joking, guys. I am not joking about making the playlist, but I'm joking about missing me at all. Yeah, so don't worry, yeah? And if you have not subscribed very long, and you only subscribe for, a couple of months now, during the 100 Day Project, I have a playlist for last year's 100 Day Project. Yes, if you haven't seen that one, well, there's 100 days more for 100 days more for you. So yeah, go enjoy that one. I think I have about 400 videos out, or at least. So it's going to be fine. Well, at least in my opinion. And please, guys, I really need sometimes I need a day off. I took 1 day off during the 100 Day Project. There was just 1 day that I didn't film. Yeah, so proud of me. Yeah. And of all the other creators that are doing the 100 Day Project. Yeah. Some of them started with me simultaneously. I honestly don't know what the perfect date is to start. I followed... last year I followed Rachel at Roxy Creations. She didn't do it this year. And I don't know about... I saw some announcement, the start of the 100 Day Project. I don't even know who did the announcement. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a perfect day to start. So start your own 100 Day Project now. Like Eva did. Eva from Bohemian Crafting. Guys, go watch her. She's making fantastic things. And who's also doing it? Artie Mays is doing it. Yeah. Is Rachel and Bella still doing it? I believe so. Lots of people. And also on Instagram. Yes, there's this Dutchie that I follow. Inge. Hi, Inge. Well, she didn't take 1 day off because she is 1 day ahead of me. Yeah, it's going to be her last day tomorrow. She did a small project every day, like a beautiful sort of journal card, a collage. They're amazing. Oh, Inge, I hope you're doing sort of a small post or a small video on Instagram showing off what you made. Guys, I'm going to do all of them off camera again. Yeah. And gluing. I'm just taking out a bit of glue. You can just use glue stick. Yeah, where did I put it? Here. So I'm just putting out a bit of glue stick. Putting it on top. Try to sort of center it, which means have equal sides everywhere. Right? See? Equal sides everywhere. Well, try to. Let's do another one. And then I'm going to do the rest off camera. Oh, lovely. Love it. Yes. Like so. I prefer glue stick for this, because you need to sort of center it and need to move it about. If you are going to use barely art, you have a couple of seconds. If you're going to use art be like, no. Great. I'm gonna ink all of them. Oh, that's a lot of inking. And glue all of them. And then the really fun part is starting. We're going to decorate. Now for the fun part, decorating. I am taking out bits and bobs. This is just a little box that I have with some odds and ends. I have some postage stamps. I have some labels. I have some ribbons. Next to me I have a whole box full of washi tapes. And I have a new stamp set. This is from Studio Light, guys, so it's probably only available in Europe. But it had some lovely items on here, like approved and ticket. I like this, of course. Don't like this, but this. And this is a postage stamp sort of stamp. Yeah, so I thought, why not? So I'm gonna use some of this. Yeah, some of them I will leave as they are because of two reasons. They're already really pretty, or they're very neutral and I want to wait until I find a project where I want to use them in and then add a little something. Yeah, for instance, like this one, it is pretty. You could put anything on it. I could put on a flower, I can put on a number, I can put on a lady, anything. So this is a lovely sort of neutral piece to have, just to save as a base and then put something on later. But not this one. This is blue. Is it? Yes, it's pretty much really, really blue. So I want to add not another color on here, but something blue. Now I do have the stickers with the ladies. I've had these for a while now and I have a gazillion. So I think I'm just going to put one of the ladies on again in blue. Yeah, let's find a lovely one. Oh, I love this one. But it's the last one I have left. Completely different color blue. Stop fiddling about, love. Just, well, this is already sort of loose, so I'm gonna put this one on. Just a lovely sticker. You don't need to put it in the middle, doves. No, actually, don't put it in the middle. Just have it sort of over there. See? Already cute. Does it need a tiny something? Do I have a very small blue label? I do. Cut out with very big scissors. For some reason, I have 3 Tim Holtz scissors. 3? Yeah. I prefer the biggest ones. Yeah, they just, also for small fuzzy cutting, guys, I prefer the big ones than the smaller ones. They are a bit heavier, so if you have something like, I need to translate, arthritis, or, you know, something with your joints or muscles, this is a heavy pair of scissors, so maybe these aren't the ones for you then, but I like them. Yes, I'm gonna put this on. Now some of these labels are blank on the back, like this one. Yes, so these I'm just going to put on a project, but other ones, do we have something double-sided? Yes, like for instance these, you could put this on as a tab. Yeah, let's say this is a page in your journal. You can put it at the end, have it overlap, put a lovely stamp on here, or maybe on the top. You could also fold the whole thing in, yeah, and have it as a tab in that way. So yes, it's a label, but it's also anything else you want to use it for. Let's take this one out. Love this one. Needs probably just either a postage stamp or this. Or this. Ribbons. Yes, you were going to use the ribbons, love. I know. But this just looks way too cool. It's a teapot. a teapot. Oh, I'm so rubbish with stickers, guys. Yeah. Especially just doing it with your fingernails. That really doesn't work for me. There it goes. Ta-da! Lovely little teapot. Could do with something else brown. Ooh, this is... Oh, look at that. This comes from a piece of ledger. And it says transporter or transported. Something in that matter. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it on. Good morning, Bart. It is a warm day, so he's probably going to have a runny nose, which is weird. There you go. Already love this one. Let's have another one. This is with, well, I'm gonna do this one. This is actually sort of a German postcard. Really needs a stamp, right? Yeah. Do I have a German stamp by coincidence? No, but Republic of Austria. They speak German there. They sure do. I'm going to have it a little bit off the center of the label, but it needs tiny. What's this? No, that doesn't really work. A Tim Holtz snippet thingy. Just some tiny stuff. Ooh, hello. Oh yes, it's a bit too white, which means I'm just gonna ink it. There you go. Oh yeah, cool. Rub-ons, love. You were going to do rub-ons. I know, I'm gonna do rub-ons. Okay. Sorry, guys. Pretty numbers. Let's do a rub-on. I have some of these florals left. I love these. I hope they still have them at Doing. Of course, going to go there Saturday, as every Saturday. I'm gonna do this one because it's just sticking out already. And then also the small leaf. Yes, I was there last week. Had a meetup with a Dutch subscriber. And a couple of you guys, Dutchies, were also there. And were like, well, we didn't want to disturb you. Or I wanted to say hello. Say hello, please say hello. I would love that. Yes, say hello. Just even if I'm talking to someone, be like, hey, Margaret, how's she going? Or if you don't remember my name, I do respond to 7 or 7 Plaza. Yeah. These actually don't need any sort of hard rubbing. You can do this with your knit. Oh, love it. There's a tiny leaf left here. And they just smell. Did I tell you? Did I tell you they smell? They have like a sort of chemical perfumey scent to them. I like it. Sort of citrusy. Is it on? Yes, it is. It's just pretty. Does it need anything else? Do we have something in a very light blue? Yes, that's a big airplane flying over. Well, we have something in blue, but that's way too big. It's getting really warm already, so I had to open up the garden doors, guys. I'm sorry. So you do hear some background noise. Sun blue, or number 3, or number 3. Ta-da! Now this is a big one. Already has a big sort of focal point on it. I'm just going to add a little bit more of this color and flip it over. And just have one more piece on here. Just like so. Yeah. This is double-sided, so you could use it also on the back. Oh, look at this lovely one. Yes. Pretty ledger. Not a scrap sampler. But what else can we put on here? Entomology specimen. Just put another label on the label. Not a problem at all. Now the only problem I have with this one is the following. Rounded corners, snipped corners. I'm hoping I can sleep at night. Something with florals, so I need more florals. It does have the word inspire on here. Do we dare? Do we dare? I don't know. Shall we? There's enough room to put inspire on here. I'm going to, guys, I'm going to put a sentiment on here. Well, inspire isn't a bad word. Now, I'm not saying that sentiments are bad. No, they're good. They just sort of creep me out most of the time. Inspire. Yeah. And then have the flower on there. Oh, I don't know what this scent reminds me of my great-great-grandmother. Well, maybe not my great-grand, but my mom's grandmother. She smelled like this. Now, it says on the label that you can layer them. No, that was with 49 and Market. But you can probably layer them anyway. Hopefully, otherwise. Yes. Inspire. I really want to use one of these stamps. They smell like stamps. I'm into smell at the moment. This one says ticket. Now, I have never used a stamp from this brand. Yeah, actually, it is sort of a new brand to me. It is Dutch. I know this. Of course, I'm using falling leaves. There you go. So I don't know how they stamp, but let's find out. I'm just going to put the word ticket on here. It's supposed to look a little bit vintagey, so not really clear. Oh, that looks good. And they don't stick. And they're really sturdy. So far, I cannot fault them. I cannot fault them. Let's do another one. This one. Oops. Oh, they're actually really good. Approved. Approved. They're really thick. They're really heavy. But maybe that's something you don't enjoy. That could be. Just gonna tap it once. I'm gonna have approved, sort of, like so. Yeah. Oh, they stamp fine. Must say, they're not really detailed, yeah? They're kind of bold. And I think it's much easier to have a bold stamp than a detailed one, but you know. I think this is the one that is most detailed. Let's see what this one does. I think they're cool. I think they're pretty. Good. Guys, what I'm gonna do, because I have loads more, yeah? I have loads more. I want to decorate, I actually want to decorate all of them and then do sort of a show and tell. A show and tell, right? Okay. I'll see you when I have all of these done. From a pile of scraps to a whole bunch of loveliness. Now I did a couple of them on camera, so I'm going to show these ones. Also did this one on camera, but I really want to show the stamp set one more time because I used a couple more of them and I really like it. I love the one that says ticket. I really love this one. That's this one. The one that said approved. I'm going to try it again. It is very bold and I think it's because of the ink that I've used. It's a little bit splodgy, but that's okay. Now I also used this one. That one I really like. And I used this one. And that one I love. Look. It's just bubbles or splash or I don't know. It's just really nice to have as a sort of a grungy stamp or have it as a background stamp. Yes, what I'm going to do, I am going to take this one out and mount it on a piece of on an acrylic block to have in my stash permanently so I can use it again and again. So this one, yay. Also really curious about this one. I used one of the numbers. The stamp is fine, but this is glossy paper, so the ink it bled a little bit, so but that's okay, that's okay. So I do really like the stamps. Here I used some rub-ons and this is a Tim Holtz snippet thingy, really lovely. Another one of the ladies, just one of the ladies. Now if you look close, this is a washi sticker, so there's a lot of sort of clear border around it. It doesn't really sort of stand out, but with this one I try to cut off most of it and I do prefer this. I like this one, right? Rub-on and then the gentleman. This one I just added a small label that says 50 cents. On here I have a postage stamp, a label and a rub-on. Speaking of rub-ons, guys, I know now what the scent reminds me of. Oh, this is beautiful, right? It's like beautiful writing and then I put the quill on and yeah. The scent reminds me of cologne. You probably know what it is. It's 4711, 4711, or I don't know how you call it in your country. 4711, so it's like grandma cologne. I left this one blank. I'm going to keep it blank and use it in a project and then decorate it. Love this one with a big rub-on on it. Oh, smells so nice. Added a little more of these leaves. Another one with an ink pot and a quill. And some splats on there. Just a postage stamp. I put some of my normal splatter stamp on here and then part of a ticket. Loved this one. I just put a ticket a little bit crooked. Like sort of a black and white one. Isn't that cute? Ooh, yeah. Yes. Another rub-on and a tweet. We made this one. I just put a label on. Works. And then an ink pot and a quill. And I sort of balance, a pen. And I sort of try to balance the pen on the ink pot. Yes, clever, right? I think so. I think so. Just a specimen label on here. It says album and some splatters and another lovely flower. Some of these nibs, fountain pen nibs, whatever. I just thought it went really well with all the handwriting. Love this one. And now this is one with splatters. Love the splatters. Yes, the splatters alone are for me worth the whole stamp set. Go away. There's a snippet on here. Just a postage stamp. A lovely postage stamp. And another postage stamp just wrapped all around here. Guys, that's it for today. I so enjoy making these. I don't use them often enough, so I need to put them in the open on my desk to grab them and put them on, you know, projects and such whenever I need a label or a tab or just a piece of decorating. Yeah, guys, I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. 2 more videos to go, right, guys? Number 99 and number 100. Yeah, so I'm hoping you'll join me again tomorrow. Until then, bye, guys.